Good afternoon, everyone. On this beautiful Sunday afternoon, I am David White Thunder Trotter, coming to you from the geographical center of North America. That would be Rugby. I hope you're having a beautiful Sunday afternoon as we are here. We are in the 50s today. Remember, we're only about 20 miles from Canada, so that's pretty warm for us. I know some of you are getting into the 70s and 80s and those really, really hot and uncomfortable temperatures. We don't have that problem up here in North Dakota. We're still kind of cool in the 50s today. So although the average temperature is around 65. I'm glad you are here today. Glad you're here on this Sunday afternoon and can attend. I've got some great things to tell you about. You're going to hear from some great speakers. You're going to hear some great testimonies from some people that I've had the opportunity to meet and get to know over the internet. It's a great thing that we have these days. So we're going to get going. The company is started by the gentleman whose picture you see there. His name is Dave Jordan. He is the founder and the CEO of Valentus, a great man of integrity. Him and his wife, Dave and Joyce Jordan, are very, very high integrity people. Dave is from the upper Midwest here, just across the river from Grand Forks, North Dakota, in East Grand Forks, North Dakota, who did this kind of thing before and didn't go so well because he didn't like some things that he was seeing, so he pulled out of it and got back into what he used to do, which is sports memorabilia. And then he got talked into it again by another guy who he knew for years and years to start this company again, a guy named Corey Johnson. And they also brought a guy named John Haremzo you're going to hear from today as well, too. But why network marketing? What is the big deal with this network marketing stuff? If you've not known of it before, have not heard of it before, well, here's some guys you might know who have something to say about network marketing. Bill Gates, he's made a little money in the business world, said if I would be given a chance to start all over again, I would choose network marketing. How about Jim Rohn? Very widely known and very intelligent motivational speaker known all over the world. He says network marketing is the big wave of the future. It's taken the place of franchising, which now requires too much capital for the average person. And if you've looked at franchising, any of the companies that are available for franchising out there, you already have to be a multimillionaire to get into that franchising. How about Dr. Stephen R. Covey, world-known author and speaker, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, says, in all my 40 years of working with people all over the world, I have been so impressed with individuals who are doing network marketing. This business in itself is a $178 billion business. That's what it brings in on an annual basis, right? People are doing it from their homes. When I was 20 years old, I went to college when I was 17 and I wanted to play football and I needed to get big. I had this big, huge appetite from high school because I was a 3-sport athlete. I wanted to play football in college. So I started lifting weights, had a great appetite to work with, started eating more, lifting weights more, doing things to get bigger. Well, this was in the summer of 1976. I was 20 years old, getting ready to go back for my senior year. I was 175 pounds as a freshman in college. I went back as a senior. That's me at 255 pounds in the summer before I went back for my senior year, playing a little softball, but I could bench press over 400 pounds. I was a competitive power lifter at that time. So I went to college and got big, and I stayed active through my 20s into my 30s. When I was at about 26 years old, I was down to 210 pounds. And then I got busy in my business career as that started to go off. I quit playing so much softball, basketball. Before I knew it, in my 40s, I was 342 pounds. I had let myself. I never did restrain that appetite. Didn't think I had to, and that was the result. Tried dieting. Like most other people, you go up, you go down. It's a word we hate to hear, but I usually would gain back more than I had lost. So today, now, thanks to this wonderful product and this wonderful company, I was introduced to these products less than 2 years ago, and I said, I'll try it. I've tried other things. Nothing's worked for me before. Well, it worked. They worked for me. I started losing weight. I started losing inches. I had to buy new clothes. I'm now at 230 pounds. I'm 63 years old. I've got energy. I've got my health back, and I feel great. And I am so thankful for everything that these products and what this company has done for me. Funny thing happened on my way to losing weight and getting healthy. I also made a little money. Over $90 million in gross sales so far. And as I was going to say, this company just continues to grow in leaps and bounds. And we're going to talk more about that business and that S-curve in business a little later in the presentation. But if you're here and you're hearing about this, you're going to hear some more great things. All right. And here's the thing about people at the age of 65 and why earning extra income becomes important for people. Out of 100 people at the age of 65, 90 of them have less than 3 months pay in savings. 5 are destitute. Only 4 out of 100 are financially okay, and only 1 is financially independent. So there's a lot of people out there that need to make some extra money. And why this business? Why is this a good business? Look at what's happening in our country. Obesity rates have doubled in our country. Back in 1905, in our country, the average person consumed 6 pounds of sugar. Now it's over 200 pounds of sugar. That's in a year on an annual basis. Everything has sugar in it. Bread has sugar in it. Milk has sugar in it. Canned vegetables have sugar in it. Anything basically that comes in a bottle or a can has sugar in it. That's also contributed to obesity of children. 30% of our children are considered obese. Those of us at a certain age, well, we didn't have all the things that keep us indoors so much, like computers and Game Boys and all these kinds of things. We were outside playing, but the kids today have too many other things that will keep them inside. Not that it's a bad thing, but what it's done for the health of our children is it's made a lot of them obese. In 1985, the average dress size was 8. Now it's a size 14. So there is a need out there. Diabetes, that 200 pounds of sugar a year that we're consuming in this country has contributed to a 300% growth rate in diabetes since 1980. That is a huge increase in diabetes, epidemic proportions in our country. Now, here's the genius of marrying these two markets. When someone came along and Dave Jordan, and when they said, you know what, there's a weight loss industry out there, there's a coffee market out there. Why would we want to marry them? Because the U.S. coffee market is a $28 billion market. The global coffee market is a $100 billion market. Coffee is the number 2 consumed beverage in the world behind only water. It's the number 2 traded commodity in the world behind only oil. That's big business. And the weight loss market is $206 billion market in itself. So combining these two, that's where the genius came in. And also when it comes to weight loss, who doesn't want to lose weight? Who doesn't want to control the weight that they're under to control their health and have good health? So the weight loss market also, it can be called the health market as well. Big, big market out there that people are willing to spend a lot of money from. And this is David Lassiter, and he is from Arkansas, and he's got a story to tell you. Unmute yourself, David.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. I can't hardly look at that screen without getting emotional. But anyway, for those of you who don't know me, I was on a walker for 3 years, as you can see there, and I was actually headed toward a wheelchair. That was my next option, was the wheelchair. I had back surgery and I had both hips replaced and still on the walker because of my size and my weight. I could not exercise. I was too large. Then in July of 2017, I weighed 316 pounds. I started Valentis in August of 2017. I was in a size 46 pants, and I'd lost 35 pounds on the Italian. In May of 2018, I started the Optimum, and since drinking the Optimum, I'd lost an additional 97 pounds. I was able to get in a size 38 pant. I was able to tie my own shoes, as you can see there as well. I bought shoes with laces for the first time in 5 years. I was also able to get my deer stand for the first time in 5 years, and you can see me there as well. I was what a wonderful thing that was. I've been able to walk a mile on a treadmill now. Thankful to my upline Diamond Bill King and his fitness center. I'm just so proud of how he's helped me with that. So I want to thank Valentis. I want to thank Valentis and how it's changed my life. My journey has just been unbelievable, and I look forward to some more time. I've got some more weight to take off. And, you know, as I was sitting preparing this, I just started crying. I just so emotional with how Valentis has helped me in this journey and in this weight loss, and it has reclaimed my life, and I'm just so proud of what's happened in my life, and so thankful.
Thank you, David. We appreciate that emotional testimony. And yes, and that's what this is all about. It's about changing lives, and I can certainly appreciate what you're saying, David. I was in the same boat. I walked out of PT with bad knees and walked out with a cane when I was 47 years old. They told me I was going to need knee replacements by the time I was in my 60s, but I sit here at 63 and I'm still all original parts. And you can see when Valentis, the company is less than 5 years old, going to be 5 years old in July, so we're coming up on a big birthday party here. But the company was unheard of, obscure, had these products that nobody really heard of. It was a multi-level marketing business, home-based business, and we started to get a little momentum, but that momentum is really starting to take off now. So we're getting more on that straight up, more towards the M now, above the Valentis part there. So this, if you're thinking about this business from a business standpoint, it's a great time to get in. It's a great time to become a part of this business. This is Diana Richardson, and she's from the great state of Illinois.
Thank you so much, David. I am so excited to share my little story here. I am a girl who hates diets. I don't know if anybody can relate, but there isn't anything I like about diets except for the pre-diet. That's where you eat everything in sight that's in the cupboard that you shouldn't be eating while you're on your diet. So I got the pre-diet down to a science, but sticking to a real diet is not for me. And as a result, I became quite obese. However, I love the network marketing industry, so I wanted to look at what Karen Ford had to offer. She's someone in the industry that I've respected for many years. So I asked her, what do you have besides weight loss? And she showed me a product. It's the Prevail Max. And this really excited me because it's a nutraceutical spray. It oxygenates our red blood cells. It carries nutrition to all parts of our body and toxins out. And that made brilliant sense to me. I'm like, I am certain that we aren't absorbed. If you see the blood, it's not moving. If our red blood cells are not moving, nutrition cannot get where it's supposed to go. Spraying the Max changes it in just a matter of seconds to red blood cells that are actually moving. That I wanted to be a part of. So when I saw this video, I told Karen, send me some coffee, let me taste it. I'm not going to do the diet. I just want to taste the coffee, make sure it tastes good, because things work for others. They just don't work for me when it comes to diets. And she sent the coffee. I loved it. Like, wow, this tastes good. Can I have a second cup? I kept drinking the coffee, and guess what? Me, who hates diets, and I did not diet, lost weight. I am grateful to God for this company, the products that we're bringing, our teams. I have never had a more positive experience than I have with this company. So thank you so much. I'm happy to share that.
Thank you, Diana. And and I think there's something that anyone who's gained weight and tried to lose it and gain more back can identify when Diana says, I dieted myself into obesity. And some people have done that. So these are the products that started out with this company, the Slim Roast Coffee, the Italian and the Brazilian. I started on the Italian as well too. Also drank some of the Brazilian. It's a weight appetite suppressant coffee, functionally formulated to control your appetite, to regulate your sugar absorption, promote brain health and focus, elevate mood. And it's full of antioxidants as well too. When I started drinking this, I said I was skeptical as well too. I'll try it, but nothing's worked for me before. Within a couple of weeks, I started losing inches. And someone said, you know what? I think you need to get smaller clothes because those clothes are starting to hang on you. So that was a good thing. I hadn't heard that in years and years. Some of the other products that the company had, the Prevail Max that you heard Diana talk about on the far left there. We've also got the keto creamer for those that are into ketogenesis. There's a keto creamer. There's the non-coffee product called Trim for people that, you always find those people that say, well, I don't drink coffee or I can't stand coffee. Well, we've got Trim. It's an appetite suppressant as well. The thing I like about Trim, I throw mine in a mixture of ice and water in the blender, and sometimes I'll throw in an energy drink, a 30-calorie energy drink, and those two taste together just a great, great summer drink for me as well too. But I drink them all through the winter as well too. Also, there's the Detox, in the middle there, those gray ones. Those are all about your gut health. You take one in the morning, you take one at night. We also had the Prevail Hot Cocoa, appetite suppressant hot cocoa as well. There's also an immune booster. You see that there. That is, I want to say, the third one from the right, from the left of those packets there. It's in the purple packet. This one I have been taking since day one. And I'll tell you what, we've had some brutal winters, the last 2 winters in North Dakota, and everybody around me was sick. So many people were sick. I never got sick. I took my immune boost every night. So there's one that, tell you what, it boosted my immune system and kept me healthy through all this bad weather. Also, we have, you see the Prevail Max there. There's also one for dogs. That's a little yellow and black one there, the third one from the left. It's Prevail Canine. It has the same kind of, it's a product that does the same thing for dogs as it does for humans. However, it is formulated for dogs. And there's been 3 new products that have been introduced as well too. The More Detox Water, I'll get into more of that a little bit later. There's the 24/7 Carb Burner. I just started mine last week, came in, formulated by a man who was nominated for Nobel Prizes in health and research and science twice. So brilliant, brilliant man that puts these natural foods into our body and makes our body do what it should be doing anyway. So very, very natural thing. And there's also the Prevail hot cocoa that is just like the coffee that I'm going to tell you about. Our Rolls-Royce products, the Optimum Coffee, came out in May of 2018. Now this is an exclusive functional coffee formulated to crush cravings, increase energy, metabolize fat to energy, help regulate your blood sugar, and improve your mood and your focus. A lot of that signal that goes from our stomach to our brain that tells us that we're hungry, that's what the neurological effect of this coffee is, that helps to cut that signal from our brain to our stomach that tells us that we need to eat. And guess what? We also have the cocoa now, the Slim Roast Optimum Cocoa, that does the same thing. It's also in a copyrighted formula has something called Vaso-6 in it, which is a vasostimulator. Helps shut off the cravings, so it's a logical solution to weight loss. 2 great, great products that we have available now. The cocoa just came out in March, so that's a great one. Interested in this business? You heard me talk about franchising and how expensive it was at the beginning of this presentation. Well, to get into this business, $20. $20 one time, not $20 a month, not $20 a year, $20 just one time is all it will cost you to get into this business and be a part of this company and to be able to introduce people to these great products. This is Kenny Getz, and he's from Ohio. You're on, Kenny.
Can you hear me all right?
Absolutely.
Well, hey, I appreciate you letting me get on this call and share my story. Actually, I'm a little bit grubby right now. I've been out working in my yard. I'm kind of a homebody now, thanks to this coffee. It's kind of amazing. But my story started back in September of last year. I had been hearing about this coffee for about 2.5 years now. My sponsor, Steve and Paula Dibbins, had talked to me a couple different times about this coffee, and I actually didn't need it at the time. I was working out all the time. I didn't feel like it was something for me, but my daughter was struggling with her weight, and that's kind of what happened. I actually went to my daughter with it. And, of course, the first 2 times that Steve approached me with it, and then I talked to her about it, she laughed at me. She said, look at me. She said, do you think a cup of coffee is going to help me? And then the 3rd time Steve talked to me about it, he actually just asked me to come and hang out with him. And so I did, and I knew what he was there for. And, I went in and I took a look at this. and I tasted this coffee, and I knew it was amazing. It was amazing what had happened to me that day. And I went home and I started telling my daughter about it because I knew a friend of mine who had lost 35 pounds in 2 months' time. And I went to her, and she knew this man also. And Steve Getz is his name. Y'all know him. And I took his picture to her, and I said, just look at this. This is our friend. I said, there's no hoopla on the internet anymore. I said, this is our friend Steve. I said, let's just try this, and that's kind of what happened, and we started drinking the coffee. Of course, I started before my daughter did. I started drinking the coffee at the beginning of September, and first week I lost 6 pounds. And I was like, oh my God, there is something to this, and 3 weeks in, I'd lost 15 pounds. That's that second picture. That first picture up there was the night before I started drinking that coffee. Wasn't real happy about myself. You look in the mirror, you don't really pay attention every day when you see yourself. But after a little while, boy, I had stopped lifting weights because I had hurt myself, but I didn't stop that right arm muscle pushing that fork up to my mouth, and before you knew it, the weight started coming on, and I wasn't happy with myself. That's why I started drinking the coffee, and so that second picture, that's 3 weeks in. That's 15 pounds in 3 weeks' time. That's crazy. I mean, that was just totally amazing to me. I'm on vacation, and my daughter looks at me and she said, you need to take another picture. And so I did, and I come home from vacation, which I typically come home, I went to Cabo. That's why I had my hat on. That's where I got my hat at. I got that down in Cabo, and it was just I come home from there, and you lay on the beach drinking fruity beverages, eating everything in sight. I come home 10 pounds heavier every time, and that time I come home 4 pounds lighter than I left. And so in the first month, I'd lost 19 pounds. And I was like, oh my gosh, I stuck that picture on the internet, on Facebook, and I'm going to tell you what, it was just amazing. People started asking me what's going on, and one thing led to another. I started sharing this with people. It didn't start off big, but it's that duplication. When it starts multiplying, that's when it starts getting crazy. I started off in a month's time. I had about 30 some people drinking coffee and a couple people sharing it. And it just got bigger and bigger from there. And it's just like, it's amazing how easy this is to share with people. You don't have to teach people how to drink a cup of coffee. I mean, they know how to do that, so you just share this with them, and you do it with enough people. Jim Rohn said, you help enough people get what they want, and you'll get everything you want. And I'm going to tell you what, that's the truth. And that's the truth with this. You help enough people with this, get the things that they want, you'll get what you want. End of January, I hit diamond with the company, and I'm right on the edge of my seat of hitting double diamond, so I'm just pretty grateful for the company, grateful for Dave and Joyce for putting this together for us. I'm even more grateful for Steve and Paula Dibbins, who reached out to me multiple times. And I say that because I want you guys to understand that no doesn't mean no forever, just like that for me. I mean, they talked to me 3 times, don't give up on somebody. Don't burn your bridge with someone because they said no to you the first time. Give them time. You never know when it's going to be, and you never know when that time in their life is going to be when they need something, and you can be there for them. So it's pretty powerful. We got our hands on an amazing gift right here. And, all I do is go out and share this gift with people. And they keep putting money in my bank account, and I'm not giving it back. So that's my story, buddy.
All right. Thank you, Kenny. Yes, this is an amazing product, and it is an amazing, simple process. And that's what I tell people, too. And they say, how are you doing it? And I just tell them about this coffee, and that's the bewildered look on their faces. Coffee? I said, yep, that's right, coffee. Said, you know how to drink coffee? Yes, I do. And that's right. We don't have to teach them how to drink coffee. And coffee drinkers are going to drink coffee for the rest of their lives. There's probably no doubt about that. So thank you, Kenny. Great job. I want to give a quick shout out before we go on to Franco Martriana. And I've never met Franco in person, but I've seen some video of him singing. He's got a great voice. He's at Simon's Place in Chicago, and I know they're along for the ride today too. So how do you get into this business? Once you pay that $20 fee that you pay to get in, that $20 once in the lifetime fee is all it takes. Well, then you're going to need some inventory. Well, this is how you can get your inventory. You can order what's called a basic pack. You can order one to get into it for yourself, or else have somebody else order it, but that's $59.95. If you want to go the starter pack, that's three boxes of the product. That is $145.95. That gets the cost of the product down to $48.65. You can buy the advanced pack. That is 6 boxes of product for $239.95, and that gets the cost of the product down to $39.99. Or you can buy the Business Builder pack. That is $575.95 plus shipping, of course, onto that. But so you're getting into a business pretty cheap here, and that'll give you some inventory products for yourself to use and some inventory as well. That gets the cost of the product down to $36 a piece when you buy the Business Builder pack. And believe it or not, there is one beyond that too. You reach a point where you want to get a lot more serious about this. Maybe you can go in with someone on it. But we have what's called a Career Success Pack as well too. That is 36 boxes of product, and that's for $1199.95. That gets the cost of the product down to $33.33 a piece, less than half of what it would cost for one of the products as well too. Some great opportunities and some great prices to get into this business if you're interested in being a part of this great business. And of course, since it is a business, that makes things tax deductible. That makes your franchise fee tax deductible. If you travel to meet someone, that makes your mileage tax deductible. Any expenses that you have related to this are going to become tax deductible for you because it is a business. But the other question we get asked, how do you make money with this company? Well, there's 7 ways to make money. The first one is going to be a retail commission. If you get someone to sign up and order on your website, you become an independent rep. You get 7 websites, by the way, that are yours to do with and work with how you want. But you can send them to your website to buy. If they do buy on your website, on your say-so that they've come to buy from you, you'll get a 25% retail commission off of anything that they buy. That's the first way that you can get paid with this company. The second one is called a fast start bonus. These are paid out weekly. Someone orders 1 box of product, you're going to get a $20 fast start bonus on top of that commission, all the way up to a Business Builder, which is a $100 fast start bonus. But there's another one that comes into play as well too, and that would be a third way to get paid on this as well too, and that's called the legacy bonus. If you sign 3 people up and they buy the Business Builders, you get a $100 fast start bonus on each of those first 3. Once that 4th person signs up at the Business Builder level, you become what's called legacy qualified. You will also get the $100 legacy bonus. So on that 4th person, you get the $100 fast start bonus and the $100 legacy bonus. That's $200 for that 4th person signing up. And then it goes on and on from there. And you heard Kenny talk about it. It's duplication. People start doing this. They start signing people up, and it starts feeding up to you as well too. The commissions come up at percentages. Another one is the dual team cycle commissions. That happens every week. This is called a binary compensation system. There's a left team, there's a right team, there's a left leg, a right leg, whatever you want to call it. But it cycles every hour through the course of the week. And if you have a 2-to-1 match, 200 in business volume matching with 100 in business volume on the other leg, that will cycle a $20 check to you. That can add up fast if you do a lot of cycling. There's a maximum possible of $100,000 a week on this, depending on your level, on your commission. Your commission depends on your rank. Most people will go to Ruby or to go to Emerald. If you get a dual team commission cycle in a week, if you're Ruby, you can cycle up to 20 times per week at $20. That'll give you $400 a week. Once you hit Emerald, you can get up to 50 cycles a week and get up to $1,000 a week as an Emerald. Once you hit Diamond, then you can have up to 100 cycles per week, which is $2,000 in a week. Also, what kicks in at Diamond is the car bonus. See over on the right, you see that car? That's another way of getting paid, another level of pay from the company. They want you to have a nice car. So when you drive and go see these people, to tell them about these great products, to tell them about how it's helped you and what a great company it is, you can be in a nice car when you do that. And of course, you see as the rank goes up, the number of cycles goes up, and the weekly potential earning goes up. We have a Crown Diamond in this company, and who's also getting a $3,000 a week bonus. There are double diamonds, there are triple diamonds, blue diamonds, and royal diamonds in this company. So the company is moving along very nicely, and there's a lot of nice cars out there that are being driven. And they're not pink like some companies have. You can get any kind of car that you want. with your car bonus. The other way is what's called the enrollment pool bonus, and that is paid monthly. If you sign 3 people up at the business builder level, you will get what's called a 1 share of global volume pool, and that averages anywhere from $200 or more a month. So sign 3 people up, get 1 global share. Sign 6 people up in a 30-day period, get 2 global shares. That too is unlimited. You can sign up as many people as you want and get those global shares. So that's it, all 7 of the ways that you can get paid in this company. So do you know someone? You know someone who wants more time? Know someone who wants to make more money? Know someone who's looking for better health? 2 things I want to say here. You heard Kenny say, you know, he is more of a homebody now because of this company. Kenny was in construction, was very busy construction company and business, and he spends more time at home now thanks to this business. He's diamond level and he's on the edge of double diamond. Also, what is more important to people than their health? If we don't have our health, we don't have much beyond that. So people are going to want their health. They're going to want to get their health back. And sometimes it's a journey. It was a journey to get to where we were at getting unhealthy, and it's a journey to get back. But it's a great journey. It's a wonderful journey, and you can help people get there. That's one of the gifts of being in this company and having these products available for people. Different ways that you can sell it. And you heard Kenny say too, people already know how to drink coffee. Well, people will drink coffee for the rest of their life as well too. People will ask you how you did it. You can tell them about it. Some people that go out, we go to vendor shows. I do vendor shows with my team. We go out and do vendor shows. We've had over 2,000 in sales at vendor shows. There's a typical picture of a vendor setup with the products and the company and the pictures, and people will just stop by and say, hey, tell me about your company. Tell me about your products. You know, and it couldn't be easier. Sometimes you get kind of tired standing up for so long, but it's worth it to help introduce people to these products and to this company as well. This is John Haremza and how you can make money on buying that business builder pack.
Hello everyone, John Haremza here, Black Diamond with Valentis. I'm going to take a few minutes here and I'm going to help you understand how important it is to start with the business pack and how you can actually take that business pack for $575 and turn it into $3,160 utilizing the 6-day experience. And the 6-day experience is, what it is when you take and join the business with a business pack, $575, that gives you 356 of the Optimum coffee. Now you're going to divide those into 6-day experiences, and you're going to sell those for $20. And as you do that, and let me tell you this, that when you're talking to somebody overweight, somebody that has struggled with the weight, here's what I can tell you. Number one, they think about it every single day. They're willing to try anything. I can tell you for myself, I've tried everything. And when you think about $20 to try a product for 6 days, it's like, you know, the cost of a breakfast, right? And it could possibly work. What I need to share here is this, it is the easiest thing I've ever done solar talking about. You can't not sell a $20 6-day experience. I mean, it's like the resistance is absolutely zero. So you're going to find, if you're willing to go out there and say weight loss coffee, if you're willing to go out there and offer someone a 6-day experience, the resistance is virtually non-existent. They're extremely easy to sell. So you take this 356 Optimum coffee, divide it up into 6-day experience, gives you 58 6-day experiences. You're going to sell those for $20. And as you do that, you're going to turn that into $1,160. You know, everybody talks about starting a business and being in the black, right? Meaning you're profitable. Just by selling these 6-day experiences, you become profitable. Matter of fact, you double your money. Now, what we've learned is if you go out there and sell these 58 6-day experiences, we're finding about 50%. If you do the proper follow-up, getting back with these people and doing the correct and proper follow-up, you're going to have a 50% conversion. 50% conversion in people that at least want to be customers. And so they're going to buy anywhere from 1 canister or maybe as much as 40 canisters. And you're going to earn on a 1 canister $20, on a 3 canister $40. So let's use an average of $30. So if you take 30 customers and earn an average of $30, you're going to earn $900. Now keep in mind, that's just the first time they buy it. We find that once somebody starts using the product, they continue to use it and continue to use it. So that earnings just kind of compounds. But we're just looking at a first-time example where you join with a business pack, $575, turn it into 6-day experiences, sell the 6-day experiences, turn it into $1,160, convert 50% to customers. That's $900 additional dollars, right? And I also believe that you're going to find at least 6 people out of those 30 customers or out of those 58 6-day experiences that are going to want to do what you're doing, right? Which is go out there and talk to people about Valentis, become a Valentis IR. What I found is people do what you do, right? The example that you set, so you came up with a business pack, the likelihood they will as well, and want to duplicate what you just have done. And so 6 people at the business pack level, you earn a $100 first order bonus. So 100 times 6, that's another $600 you'll earn by having those 6 people join. We have a legacy bonus. And the legacy bonus begins with your 4th person you bring in with the business pack. So the first 3 complete what we call your foundation team, starting with the 4th person. So the 4th, 5th, and 6th person, you're going to earn a $100 legacy bonus on. So that's another $300. And then we have a bonus. We have a global bonus where the shares average about $100 per share. And you get a share for every 3 people you bring in with the business pack within a calendar month. So let's say you brought all 6 within a calendar month. That would be 2 shares in the global pool at $100 piece. That's another $200. So folks, you add this up. You've taken a business pack for $575. You've turned it in with $3,160. The only question is, how fast are you going to do it? I mean, is it going to take you a week? Is it going to take you a month? Is it going to take you 3 months? I mean, what if it took you a year? What if it took you a year to take $575 and turn it into $3,160? I mean, even that is a pretty good equation.
Thank you, John. And yes, that's right. That's how you can take that one business builder pack and turn it into that kind of money. From California, we have a triple diamond, May Bonin. I'm sorry if I say your last name wrong, May. The French in me wants to say Boni, but if it's May Bonin, May, are you there?
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you, May.
All right, thank you so much for inviting me. It's an honor to share my story. So yeah, my name is May Bonin. You actually pronounce it right, May Bonin. So I'm a nurse practitioner practicing in Bakersfield, California, and I first got involved in network marketing. Who invited me in their first company, and I used to, I used to look down on network marketing. I used to think it was a scam. I used to think that it was for people with no careers, but I was so wrong. That's why it actually took about a year for Dr. Chi to join the other business. And then when I signed up, I experienced huge success. I fell in love with network marketing because, we were helping people. I met a lot of people. I was able to just work part-time because of that. But then, things happened, and I thought I found a better way. I started watching ads. I was getting paid just, and then I started doing cryptocurrency. But then the company closed down. And after that, I told myself, I'll never do multi-level marketing again. I'll never do network marketing again. But the thing is, I have dreams. So I always want to chase my dreams. I never wanted to settle for, like becoming a nurse. And so what I did, I went back to school, and I wanted to be a nurse. I had a phone call again from Dr. Chi telling me about this company, about Valentis. Sorry, somebody was calling me. I'm just using my phone. Sorry about that. Anyway, so I got a phone call again from Dr. Chi, And he told me about Valentis, but then initially I was like, I'm not gonna do anything like that again. I'm tired and I'm super busy because really I was busy, you know. I was working full-time as a nurse. I was a full-time student. I'm a mother. But then he told me about the compensation plan, the products, and I was blown away. So I didn't let that opportunity pass me by. So I signed up. I didn't do anything, honestly, but you know, I would always say yes to an opportunity that would change my life. And then after I graduated, which was basically just last August, I graduated and then I passed my certificate, focus on my Valentis business, and I did. 8 months later, my organization hit triple diamond rank. And I'm really thankful for my team. Because, you know, really now, whatever I make as a nurse practitioner is actually less than what I make in Valentis, and I'm only doing Valentis part-time. And now I have options. If I quit my job tomorrow, I have my Valentis business. And, you know, my dream is to retire eventually, like maybe in 5 years. My dream is to go on vacation whenever I want to, with my kids, with my family. And basically Valentis is making that happen. So whoever is not in this business right now, just think of this opportunity. I mean, you gotta say yes to this because this opportunity will never come again. This opportunity is not gonna be the same next month, definitely not the same next year, right? And whatever you're doing now, you're probably working 9 to 5. Is that what you ask yourself? Is that what you want to do for the rest of your lives? Is your job gonna fulfill your dreams if you have one? I mean, we all need to dream, right? We got to dream big. And what are you doing to reach your dreams? Valentis will make your dreams come true. That's it.
All right, thank you. And May, that good-looking guy with the black cap and the beard, is that your husband?
Yes. Yeah, because actually right now we are in Orange County.
All right, thank you, May. Thank you, May.
Triple
Diamond, May from California.
Thank you so much.
So there you go, folks. Why Valentis Coffee? Well, you know what? Who doesn't want to lose weight? Who doesn't want to maintain a weight loss and improve health? And even once you reach a point where you do lose weight, you want to maintain it because it feels so good. It was so long since you've been there. I think back to the days when I was 342 pounds. I was absolutely miserable. I never want to go back there again. How big is this business? Over 2.25 billion cups of coffee are consumed in the world every day. This is big business. This is a great business. And unlike other products, people will drink coffee for the rest of their lives. I had family members that were in other multi-level marketing businesses, and they will sell 1 or 2 items of something, and then that's it. But with this business, people are going to use this product every day. That's another thing that makes it such a great business. So who do you know wants more freedom, needs more money, has health concerns? Is it you, or is it someone you know that you can introduce to this business to? So thank you all for joining me today. If you have questions, contact the person who invited you to this webinar today. They will be glad to answer more questions for you, glad to tell you about this business. And remember, if you don't pursue your dreams, you're going to end up working for someone else who pursued their dreams. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And thank you for joining me from the Geographical Center of North America. I'm David White Thunder Trottier. Have a great one.